I have decided to ban myself from exclusively showing you my 100% win ratio and showing you the London Open Mogwai strategy. I've never banned myself, but I thought I've got to start somewhere, so I have banned myself. Now, the reason why I've done this is because every now and again, I will have good periods in trading where I'll do 100% win ratio. Around 2 years ago during COVID, I did a 98% win ratio. I talked about it on a podcast called The Trading Nut, which is probably where you know me from. And since then, I've had my good months and my bad months, and sometimes I'll do 100% win ratio and I'll talk about it. But every time I talk about it, it gets me a lot of attention that I don't necessarily like, because there's two types of people, two types of traders. They're the people that look at my 100% win ratio and they say, it's impossible, you can't do it, it's a scam, it's a lie. And then there are the other people that, I'm a very transparent trader, okay? I'll always back up my evidence. If I say I do something, I'll always back it up and I'll stand by that decision. And some of the traders will look at my videos, they'll see me doing 100% win ratio, they'll see me verifying the results, showing you my trading history, and in the back of the mind they're thinking, hang on here, this guy has verified he's getting a 100% win ratio. What is he actually doing to achieve that? And some of these people work for brokers, they work for prop firms, and they send me emails. Hey, we work for such and such. We are a prop firm. We work for this company. What are you doing to achieve those results? And it's attention that I don't necessarily like, because I just don't want it. My job as a trader is to make money, and I don't want to publicly announce that, hey, I've got a 100% win ratio trading this. Now, to everyone that's watching this video, I want to explain to you how I get a 100% win ratio, and it's down to my own discipline, my own self-control. A lot of people will refer to trading as a business. Now, I refer to trading as a game of chess. In chess, it is 100% skill. There is no look about it. There's no probability. It is 100% skill. So if you lose a game of chess, it's because somewhere in that game, you have made a mistake. You have made a mistake which has caused you to lose that game. And that, for me, is the same with trading. When I get a loss, it's because I have made a mistake along the way. I have done something in my trading, whether it is a sloppy entry, too late, my stop loss was in the wrong place, my take profit was too far, I didn't follow my strategy, whatever it is. If I get a loss, I have made a mistake. And it comes down to, first of all, owning up to your responsibilities. Everything you do in trading is your responsibility. If you get a loss, you have made a mistake. And if you go down that path of, hang on here, I've made a mistake, I've got a loss now, what have I done wrong here, and what can I do to improve it? I completely disagree with the fact that losses just happen in trading, because they don't. You can't live that mindset of, well, losses just happen in trading. But they don't just happen, because wins don't just happen either. You can't say losses just happen, and we have to accept that, and wins just happen as well. No, wins happen, you make money, you win trades because of your skill and experience. So if you have losses, it's because you have done something wrong as a trader, and you have to work on that. So many people don't realize this, but they actually do understand that same logic. Because have you ever seen traders use trailing stop losses, or they move their trades to break even? The reason why traders move their stops to break even is because they don't want to lose a trade. Right? And I see some people in the comment section saying, oh, you've got a 10 pip stop loss and you've closed your trade at 5 pips take profit. That's poor risk reward ratio. No, it's because I don't want to lose a trade. If I allow a trade to go into profit and then reverse and stop me out, for me, I've done something wrong. I have had the opportunity to close the trade off at break even or slightly into profit, but no, I've decided to let the trade reverse and stop me out. I have made a mistake. So first of all, what have I done wrong here? What can I do to improve on it? That's why when you see me do 100% win ratio, I sit there. I am 100% disciplined. When I get a loss, you don't see this, but I record pretty much every single one of my trading sessions. And I'll go over it and I'll analyze it. I've got a loss, right? What have I done wrong here? And I improve on it. And that's the exact same mindset you need to do as well. Another thing I want to cover is so many people get distracted by other traders. When I'm trading, I do not follow any other trader. I don't listen to any other YouTuber. I listen to myself and only myself. Every trading decision I make, whether it's a win or loss, or I call a setup in the BD group, I will stand by that. By that decision, whether it is a win or a loss. That's my decision. I've made that call. If it's a loss, I've made a mistake. Let's improve on it. If it's a win, great. It's worked. Let's move on and find the next one. The problem with traders is they follow other people's advice and it causes conflict of interest. Let me give you two examples. The first one is, let's say, for example, I have a 100% win ratio, right? And if you was locked in a room with me for 24 hours for 6 months. So for 6 months, we slept together, we ate together, we went toilet together, and we traded together. All we did was spend time together. I guarantee after 6 months, you would have the exact same thought process, the exact same mindset, and you'd have the exact same results as me. Okay, now let me give you scenario number 2. Let's say everything is exactly the same. However, instead of spending 24 hours a day with me, you spend 12 hours a day with me. And the other 12 hours, you're going home, you're lying in bed, you're watching YouTube videos of other traders. What you are doing, and you don't realize it, is you are absorbing information in your subconscious mind about what other traders are saying. So when you're trading with me and you get the odd loss here and you're struggling a bit, you think in the back of your mind now, hang on, that trader told me to do this, or this trader told me to do that. I have enough experience on the chart to know that any logical, mathematical strategy is going to work. If it involves price action with some good money management, it will make money, right? However, right, I'm not going to listen to other traders because I know the 1 minute time frame works, the 15 minutes, the 5 minute time frame, support and resistance, smart money concept trading works, right? All of it, right? But because you've listened to other people, you now start to have doubt in your mind. My result hasn't changed. I've still got a 100% win ratio, but your thought process has now been changed because you've listened to other people, right? Give you an example, smart money concepts, right? So if you ask a smart money concept trader what they think of support and resistance, they will tell you they don't believe in it. I trade support and resistance with Mogwai arrows. I've got a 100% win ratio, right? Which one's right? Which one's wrong? Neither of them, right? I'm right. The smart money concept trader is right because their method of trading is different to my method. Now, I'm not going to waste time listening to other people or trying to have debates on what works and what doesn't work because it's a waste of energy, right? If I'm not focusing and improving on my own trading, then what's the point? I'm not going to waste my energy on somebody else because it's clouding my vision on what I want to achieve. If I want to learn support and resistance with the Mogwai strategy, that is it. That is 100% my focus and dedication. I don't care what you are trading. It's not my interest because your goals and targets in trading are going to be different to what I want to achieve. A good example on which I want to end on is this here. This is called an optical illusion, and you see this all the time in trading, okay? What we have here is a duck and a rabbit. 50% of you are going to see a duck, 50% of you are going to see a rabbit, and some of you are going to see both, duck and a rabbit. If you can't see either of them, then you're blind, right? Now, if I said to you in trading, every time you see a duck, take a trade, you will make money. And trader over here says, actually, every time you see a rabbit, you don't want to take a trade. What do? If you see a duck, you're supposed to take a trade because you'll make money. But on the other side, some guy said, if you see a rabbit, don't take a trade. So now you've got a conflict of interest. If you only see a duck and not a rabbit, you wouldn't know what that guy's on about. So you just trade and you'd make money, right? But because you also see a duck, you've now got a conflict of interest because somebody's telling you not to take a trade. And this happens all the time with trading, right? Prime example, support and resistance. Someone will tell you support and resistance doesn't work. I tell you it does work. It's building a cloud in your subconscious mind. You know, it's like seeing something on the charts, right? If you see two things on the chart, I mean, I see it all the time, right? Where I will tell traders to take a trade, support and resistance, Mogwai signal, just take a trade. And then they'll start talking about something else, right? Oh, what about this trend line? Why are you looking at trend lines? Who told you to look at trend lines? Well, I was watching a video on some YouTuber and he was telling me that, you know, you should wait for a break of a trend line. Okay. If you're trading trend lines, that's fine. But you're not trading trend lines. You're trading what I am teaching you, which is support and resistance. So I wanted to clear that up for everyone. You know, I get 100% win ratio. It's not magic. It's not, I've got some magic formula. It's just basically, I'm a very disciplined trader. For the last 7 years, I've been trading the binary destroyer successfully. I just trade support and resistance and the Mogwai strategy, and that is it. That's about as simple as it needs to be. It doesn't need to be overcomplicated. When you actually analyze what I've said in this short video, you realize that everything is in fact actually myself. If you are disciplined and you're focused and you focus on one thing only and you're not distracted by other people and you don't start absorbing information that sits in your subconscious mind and you start getting distracted, you will be successful, right? The more you try and go down that path of learning everything, it becomes, I like to call it, a self-destruct process. Because when you start getting losses, rather than actually going, hang on here, I'm not going to accept why losses happen, right? I'm going to accept I've made a mistake here. What can I do to improve on it? But people don't, because they start changing strategies. They start listening to other people. They start creating doubt, fear. They don't trust their strategy. And this is that process of going round and round and round. And they go, hang on, Jamie, I've learned 100 strategies and nothing's working for me. Well, actually, why don't you actually sit down and analyze where you might be going wrong as a trader rather than trying to find the easy option out? Why does trading need to be easy? Why can't it be hard? Because once you get past that psychological barrier and actually start to build discipline, start to build self-control, start to build patience, trading actually becomes a lot easy, believe it or not. So hope you enjoyed that video. I forgot to mention the whole point of this video. So going forward now, I'm not going to make a video exclusively talking about the London Open strategy and my results on it. I will still talk about it. I will still show you my results, but I won't specifically make a video exclusively on that, because the problem is when I make a video, right, and I put a title of 100% win ratio, verified results, you know, easy strategy or whatever, it gets a lot of attention. And, you know, all it takes is some prop firm or some broker to go, hang on here, what's this? What's Jamie doing here? He's verified his results. Interesting. And it's attention that I don't necessarily want. So I will still talk about it. It will just be a bit kind of under the radar, shall we say. Okay, you know, if you're an active subscriber and you watch my videos, you will still be informed. But for the people that just click on the clickbait videos, you know, that says, oh yeah, 100% no loss strategy, right? I'm not going to do that no more, because I don't want that kind of attention. So hope you enjoyed today's video.